Hello, my name is Ashton Ekbatani, and are you confused of how schools in Oakville are running? Well, stay tuned in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what you're getting involved with. You need to understand how the system is working. You can click like for this channel. I would really appreciate it. So anytime there is a new videos coming up about the city of Oakville, you will be notified. So stay tuned. Hello, this is Ashton Ekbatani again, and this episode is going to be a small and very short episode. I'm going to help you to understand what's going on with the schooling system in Oakville. There are a few forms that you have to fill up. I'm going to create a link for you in the description of this video, so that would help you to understand where to go and how to fill up the forms if your child is getting into the schooling system. Basically, we have three levels of schooling. I'm going to explain to you how it works. That's the first one is early childhood, and that is basically from birth to age 6. Then after that, it comes to elementary school, which is kindergarten, goes all the way to grade 8. Once your child passing grade 8, he or she goes to grade 9 all the way to grade 12. That is a secondary school or is high school. Now, all of these categories are offered in different schooling system we have here. First of all, we have public school, then we have Catholic schools, and we have private schools. Now, focusing on public schools here, that's where the majority of kids are going. There we have English only, means the entire day and the entire year is passed in English language, and that's the language that they study different programs, subjects such as mathematics, history, etc. Now we have what we call it French core. French core means one of the curriculum for your child is to learn French, and that's learning French language. We call it French core. And the third one here is French immersion. French immersion means you're immersing into the French language as well. So there are different styles of teaching French immersion in Halton. Is one certain schools, they decide to spend the entire morning time with French language, or doesn't matter, English language, and the other half of the day in English language. So morning French, evening is going to be English, or vice versa. The other style that some schools they do is one day, is entire day is taught in French, the next day is taught in English. So your child learning different subjects, let's say mathematics or history or sociology in French. Then the day after, or the other half, you're learning different materials in English. So they make sure your children is there and merging into the French language. And most of the time when you talking to children with French immersion, you should expect them to be very fluent in this language. So these are the things that we see here regarding languages and the way the schools are doing. Usually your child should start from grade 1 going to French immersion. It's tougher, and I'm not sure it's possible if your child is grade 4 or 5 and they're switching from English all day to all of a sudden French immersion, because most of the time the children, they don't have the background in French. It's better to learn from grade 1 and build it up all the way to grade 12. Certain schools are offering that options here. As I mentioned in the previous video, there is a site you can go, and based on where you live, pick the school. You're going to see the school and see that the school is offering French immersion or it's the English only school. And in the link I put below, you can have access to that information. Again, my name is Ashton Ekbatani, And if you're planning on moving to Oakville, if there is anything I can help you with, finding, buying your properties close to your school, renting, purchase, doesn't matter. I can always help you here. Give me a call at 647-407-4049. You can text me, you can email me, you can call me, and I'm here to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And every week or every 3 weeks, there is a new videos coming up and would give you a lot of information about the city that you're moving into. I hope this helps, and all the best. Okay, so when you come to Halton District School Board, there are a number of information questions they would ask you and the requirement that register my child for school. That's the very first thing they want you to go through. Of course, they're going to ask regarding the language. If the child is coming from a foreign language, they need to know. And then step number 1 here is for you to find the school. And as we covered in the previous episode, I show you exactly where we can find your school. Let's give it a try just for the sake of argue here. Here you go. And so on this screen, find my local school. You go here and you put the address of your house, and once it's done, you're going to have a screen open and tell you which schools are for you, and the address and information, everything is here. So that's where you can find the schools that your child should go. Now the second part of the information, or step number 2, here is the registration form, and that is a form that I told you how to do it, a student registration form. This is essential, you have to do it. All right, now let's go back to step number 3. Step number 3 this is basically the requirement that any child needs to fill up or have, and you're going to see it, of course, on the student registration form. Remember, this is proof of child age, so you have to have a birth certificate or a passport. The second one here is the proof of the address, and they need 2 pieces of information with your address on it that can testify to where you live. Could be bank statement, could be any kind of registration, utility bill, doesn't matter. A proof of child citizenship, they want you to have a birth certificate or a passport showing where your child was born and the citizenship of your child at this moment. Proof of custody, of course, they want to make sure you are the parent of your children as well. Now we have a step number 4 for kindergarten students only applies there, and then goes down talking about new or return to Ontario. So I'm not sure each individual cases here that is watching this episode, but there are different scenario that they describe, and that one of them can apply to your case. So again, this is the hdsp.ca. This is Halton District students or schools information that you need to have and go through. So I strongly suggest you, if you're new into Ontario or to Canada, you go through this and explain to you everything you need to know about your child. And I hope this helps. And also check the other episode I made for you regarding schools in Oakville. Alright, so let's take a look at the forms that they give you when your child is trying to register in Halton District Board. Here's the form that starts with the student's name and school's name. That's the schools that your child is attending. If your child was in any other Ontario schools, then there is an OEN number that he has to put down. If this is the first time, then you don't put anything there. Then you come down, it has basic information, student's information, last name, first name, and date of birth, male, female. And if you go down, also it would ask you to, let me just move it up. So it's asking if your child was in any other schools in the Halton district. And so you can say yes or no. Students have ever been registered in schools in Ontario. There is a yes or no for you. And if that's a yes, you're going to put the school's address there. Then you come down, these are normal question. They would ask if your child has ever been suspended, if they were in that school system or currently expelled. You have to answer that question. Then you come down to more information that they are requiring you to put up there. One is medical information. If there is anything that schools need to know about your child, if it has asthma or is diabetic, that information is very important. They want to know if there is siblings is coming to school at the same time. Maybe the older sister, older brothers being in the school, or you're coming after your child. Now, original is in there. That is, so you have to basically fill up all this information. These are all important. They're going to keep it in the record, and that's going to be part of your child documentation. If you are new to the country, if your citizenship is not Canadian, you have to indicate all of this. First language, spoken language at home. These are information that the school also need to know. And of course, they're going to ask for the location. Where do you live? And they want to make sure you are living in the same area that the school is, and of course the mailing address as well. Now then they're going to ask the information of the parents. If it is mother, father registering, they want to have that information. If it is a guardian or custody of the child, they need to know that information as well. So that's I think that's the third page. You come to the fourth one, emergency information contact. If you have any family, friends that are living close by, that God forbid something happened to a child, they want to know with whom they should contact then after. And this is the form that you all have to fill up as soon as you register your kid into the Halton district system. I hope this helps, and if there's any question, you can get back to me. This information you can always find it online, and I try to put a website address in the description so you can easily get this information as well. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Give me a call at 647-407-4049, or you can text me, you can call me, or you can email me your questions, and I'm always here to help you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and hope to see you.